Welcome back to LA Noire. It's on to part two, the driver's seat.
All right.
Some swell harmonies right here by Miss Evelyn.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Intense.
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only two serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with one case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said,
All
"Oh,
right.
fair and love."
Well, that's fascinating. Okay. So everyone hates us because we solve cases. That's so
They really pushed you through
noir.
quick, didn't they? 6 years
And
on
we're
patrol
warrior.
before I got
Oh,
to
yeah.
this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say?
What do you think of the suit?
I didn't ask for any favors.
He looks so bad in that suit.
Will sing. Only if I guarantee he
I
walks.
picked it out.
You did, personally?
Well, I think it was like a DLC suit or something. But,
Oh.
So yeah, in a way. So thanks for telling me that I just wasted all my money.
Yeah,
really
I
hurt.
mean, that color looks awful on him. Let's be honest here, Matt.
All right, well, maybe I'll change it next time.
Okay, so I didn't realize there were such things as traffic detectives, I'll be honest.
Solved the big case and got promoted.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if that's true or not. If you've been paying attention to the video here, this is me stumbling around trying to find the exit to the police station. I actually exited through the morgue, and I've located an ambulance,
Good work.
which is not quite a police car, but you know what? I think we're just gonna go with it. My partner is out front. If you see the blue dot on the map,
A long list of
he's
public
probably at the
relations
actual
major
police
witnesses
car.
appear before the committee.
Oh, there it is.
Before the film, Eric Johnston,
I
president of the
assume you
Motion
can't
Picture
run over your
Association,
partner,
talks
or rather,
frankly
you
concerning
can
the
but
attitudes
should
of
not.
the producers.
I think it's more of that one.
Okay.
He gets a little annoying sometimes.
I would never believe it. He seems like such a
Undoubtedly,
great
there
guy.
are such persons in Hollywood, as you will find elsewhere in America. But we neither shield
All units of 159.
Oh, siren, essential.
Got it. There's a giant R on your mini
Tell
map.
me a little about yourself, Phelps.
what we are.
Keep going on this
Yeah.
road.
For what goes
Are we friends now, Bukowski?
we charge that
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
if communists have attempted
Grew up in San
to
Francisco.
propaganda
My father was in shipping.
pictures,
Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marino CS at Camp Elliott.
Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant, fought in the Okinawa campaign. Wounded, shipped back home. A year on the beat.
Isn't this exemplary driving?
So you won
Yeah,
the Silver
that's great.
Star.
That's really
I don't
good.
want to talk about it. Now let me get
You're
this straight.
dodging and
You
weaving around all these
single-handedly
cars.
killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa.
True.
No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready, finished?
This partner's kind of a
Emperor
jerk.
Hirohito
Yes, I was
himself
gonna say
leading the charge against you. I did my part, Mikowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
All units of 459
What kind of response is that? Like, I
So
was
I
out
think
there
I'm actually
keeping our
gonna-
country safe. Oh, yeah? Well, I was
Well, I'm a
keeping
cop.
this city safe. Take that.
Looks like we're detouring here for one of the side missions.
Okay. Ah, so
Up
we've
on
got
the
a
roof,
mini
officer.
title
He has a
card.
mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Yeah, these are totally optional. So if you're driving around in C1, you can
Oh, we're in Red Dead Redemption.
get involved. It's true. They had great little side story missions in that game too.
Yes, they did.
Now, make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
Oh, he's fleeing.
Yep.
That was a very slow descent.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, it felt a lot more tense when I was playing it. Rewatching it, it feels like pretty slow speed, low intensity chase.
So is this one where you have to get a bead and fire a warning shot or whatever?
You know, I thought so. As you can see right there, I was trying it, but I didn't see the indicator come up.
They just want you to shoot him?
I don't know, presumably. I think I tried to get the bead one more time, but it's not doing
Yeah,
it
you're
for
not
me.
getting the circle thingy.
So I guess I should just kill him.
Police!
Come on,
Uh-oh.
Flatfoot. Let's negotiate.
I know this one.
How long do you think you can hold out?
I didn't even see what the tip said in the top corner. I just
Oh.
got a clean shot and shot
Wow,
him.
I didn't either. You, that was a headshot.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering whether there's other ways that can end if you, like, shoot him in the arm or something instead.
Well, we'll get more side cases along the way.
Okay.
I seem to remember trying that a couple of times on my first playthrough and always being disappointed at either, like, just failing or killing him outright. I think I'll take one of these instead. What do you say?
That's nice looking. Oh, it has a radio.
Yep, see you later, partner. I think I was just a little curious what would happen if I drove away, and I knew I was kind of close to a destination, so here we go.
Sure.
Obviously, no witty dialogue, but he's gone.
Okay.
That you,
Oh, he's back
Mikowski?
in the passenger seat.
Go
Oh,
on
well.
through.
Darn.
Parking lot straight ahead.
It'd be funny if he ran up in the middle of the cutscene.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in.
Oh, we were
Just
just
a working
there.
stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Where is this?
Oh, I just meant as a beat cop.
Oh. Oh, that was our station in life.
This is your first
Yeah.
case, folks. It's
Geographically.
okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
So basically that was, I'm your tutorial, dickwad.
I'm Officer Hart.
Yeah, exactly.
Traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped the full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
I have to say the facial animation just looks really good.
Yeah. So cop the full Broderick. I understand that that's probably supposed to mean, you know, died or whatever, was murdered. But in this context, all I can think of is stole his friend's dad's car. Which would be another valid interpretation.
Yeah, that one went right over my head.
Yeah, I have no clue. I'm sorry, that joke was awful.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday.
For $320. That is a cheap pig.
How's the world looking?
Always the same through a viewfinder.
Victim looks to
Holy
have lost
crap.
a lot of blood.
I've got a mystery sample waiting at the lab. Practical Joker says it's contaminated soil. My guess? Big one.
Yeah, that guy's seen better days.
Yes. Wow. That was a tremendous amount of blood.
So you notice the yellow cards on the ground. They'll draw your eye to the
Right.
critical pieces of evidence.
Yep.
But that's not to say that they're all the evidence.
32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here? Happier times, I guess.
That is really creepy.
Get used to it. You're a cop now.
No, I just meant her smile.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired, by the look of it.
How can you tell that?
How's life treating you?
Well, you're a professional.
I see.
Obviously.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. The victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
He's not.
I guess that was in case you hadn't already thought to look there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in the hood of the car. You should look in the hood.
See, I'm glad they put the little yellow sign there, but I never found it.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
So I'm sorry. Does that mean that
I'll have
all
the car
clues are
towed down
the
to the
essential
impound.
clues?
That's about all I can do here.
It's kind of hard to say.
Have a word
Certainly
with the
all the
witness.
essential
It's
clues,
not often we get eyeballs
but I
in a case
usually
like
stop
this.
looking when I see that many.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on the next one I'll try and continue
Sir,
looking
I'm
and see if I
Detective
find it.
Phelps.
I'm just curious.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
What are you thinking?
Truth. This guy is so completely unsuspicious.
I better consult my evidence just to make sure.
Yeah, there was a receipt for the live hog.
Maybe I'm going to use an intuition point here.
All right.
Am I?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. Oh wow, I did.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you
I mean,
know Adrian
it's almost
Black,
creepy how
Mr. Wilkie?
little he's blinking.
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Not the shifty eyes.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to,
So-
I guess.
Sorry,
I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform
So
the
when
wife,
does
Phelps.
intuition
You're done here.
refill?
We'll head over there now.
Every time you complete a case or do something that gives you experience and you level up,
Okay.
it gives you more intuition. But interestingly, if you replay the cases from the main menu, we're in story mode now, but if you replay one, it'll always start
you
you
drive
with
to this
5
one?
intuition points.
Even if you don't have 5 total yet?
Yeah, exactly. 5's the maximum you can stockpile.
Huh.
So it's almost like they expect you, if you want to try and get the perfect score, if you're replaying for score reasons, they expect you to have 5 points.
Dramatic.
Yeah, ominous driving music. I asked the partner to drive
Right.
there. So.
Now, does that make you lose out on conversations you could have, or?
No, if there was a conversation, he would have still been driving, but it would have played the conversation.
See, their garage is attached.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Just-
You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
It's a cool shot with her in the window there.
For what it's worth, I'm calling as he faked his own death and splattered a bunch
LAPD,
of
Mr.
blood
Black.
around the car.
May we come in?
To
We
make
have
it look
some
like he got
bad
killed.
news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black.
Wow.
Oh, we can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Where does he get the blood?
Overtime and a blood bank? I don't know.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured.
No,
We
it's
found
pig's
a pipe
blood.
on the scene with blood on it.
Oh,
there you go.
no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Yeah,
check the
okay.
place out.
Because why would the wallet have been left there so easy to find if there had been foul play? He clearly wanted someone to know exactly who had been killed without any real trouble. Doesn't really make
Didn't
sense
leave-
if someone else killed him.
Didn't leave any money in it to
Yep.
make it think it was a motive.
Yep. The only question is whether the wife is in on it to collect the insurance money, or whether he's doing it to get away from her, some third party.
Insurance.
Oh boy. Cutscene.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves. want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Huh. That was less...
Alienist, is that his name, or...?
I don't know. That was less information than I was expecting from that cutscene. Compared to the first one of those.
Yeah. Bonus
Kavanaugh.
cutscenes.
So who brought this home?
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
I noticed that I could press X to further investigate. Oh, it's in Los Angeles.
Oh my god.
R&I should have an address.
A twist. Find a phone to call for address.
Yeah, that becomes important in this
This
game.
was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Is InstaHeat a real company?
I don't know. I would assume not, since they're...
I wonder how, like, product placement works in a 1950s themed game. Like, could they do product placement from a product from 1947?
I don't know. I'll be on the lookout for Ovaltine ads.
Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Well, given that they changed the Hollywood sign, I don't think they're going too high for, you know, actual accuracy. Hey, it's Drew Carey.
Oh, you mean the fact that the Hollywood sign said Hollywood Land?
Yeah.
This thing gets more and more interesting.
That's historic.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, it used to say Hollywood Land.
Oh.
It was a real estate development. Hollywood Land.
Wow.
And then they
wrote
down the word land. And...
I didn't know that. Oh, is that a receipt for a ticket somewhere?
To Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
And there was a love note scrawled on the back of that picture,
So the
starting to
wife's
look
not
like the wife's
involved.
not in on it.
Yep.
Yeah. Separate bedrooms.
Ah. I actually didn't notice this.
Separate bedrooms.
I did not
separate
register that
pictures.
was what was happening.
What gives here?
Wait a second, so he had a picture of himself in his room, and she has a
And
picture...
she had a picture of herself.
What?
A little weird. Thanks for opening this door, I guess.
Oxidol.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Fair point.
Still a little bit of tutorial mode. Or does he always say that when you pick up something irrelevant?
He stopped saying it so expressly, but he sort of alludes to it. He'll say things like superstantial, or circumstantial, or it's going to be hard to make the connection, or things like that. More subtle, though.
Birds of Paradise. Oh, never mind. The garage is detached. I'm sorry.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
There's a perfectly good reason to leave it half finished. You're a police officer and not a repairman.
Wait, this is a game? What?
It's like the world these
That's how screws work.
Watch me get something wrong.
I don't think you can.
Oh, there we go. Phew. That was a tough one. That was
Yeah.
the hardest one yet.
My God, there's a piece missing.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is
Really?
the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Clearly, it's the InstaHeat repairman.
That would be interesting if he was like out here and you could interview him as like a red herring or something.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect.
You mean that's not a red herring?
No, I meant if there was an actual repairman like person that you could interview.
I'm
all right.
had
now.
assumed that there was. Okay.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
We're like a
Up until
goddamn Sherlock
recently.
Holmes.
He's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
He's actually doing a pretty good job acting so far.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So this is the red herring they're trying to plant.
Frank?
So nothing
Yeah.
out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
So here's the part where it's like, is that a truth or a lie?
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and
Wow.
insensitive.
Cole goes really
guess you know
aggressive
that.
really fast.
I told you what I know about the picture.
It's like, do I accuse her of lying? Because it actually was a truth, but what I'm trying to say is that she's not telling me the whole truth.
Uh-huh.
So,
What about Nicole?
looks like that was the
Mrs.
right
Black?
answer, though.
Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Kind of sad.
I think you should come clean with us,
Yeah,
Mrs. Black.
the guy's a
Your husband
jackass.
is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Yep, staring right at you, not blinking too often.
The evidence is stacking up, Mrs. Black. It all places you at the rail yard last night.
Looks like I got it wrong, though.
What?
I already told you I was here all night alone. Your stack of evidence doesn't change a thing.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, detective.
Ah, I see.
There, I just leveled up and got an intuition point.
So getting more
Grab the
questions
phone.
right gives you
R and
more
I could run
experience.
down an address for Kavanaugh's in no time.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly. Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you.
That was successful.
Yeah. Awesome.
And we're off.
There's another guy. You've been double
Jesus,
parked.
I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this
You
hadn't
find my
happened, they
driving
could have stayed
entertaining.
miserable together
Yes.
forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
I love open world games.
Wait, so didn't you grab a random car? Or are you back in the police car by game Fiat at this point?
I think... oh, that's Union Station, by the way, on the left, if you're familiar with LA.
Cool.
No, I think that it'll always give you the police car option and also whatever car you were driving. They'll like be parked
Oh,
next
so
to
you
each
were
other.
driving the green one?
Yeah, or something like that. Not the one that was double parked. Wow. Okay. That was almost flawless driving.
Yeah, you're a second or two ahead of me in the video.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
This is pretty good. That's all.
You don't pay. I'm going around there with a baseball bat.
You looking for someone? You know Frank
change the
Morgan?
music?
Some good grits. Sure.
No.
Frank's your regular.
Good.
He's a loner in the back.
I love that in StarCraft too. They have the jukebox. You can set the music.
Frank Morgan? Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Nice guy.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps. You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
You're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
You just like his delivery?
I loved his expression.
Yeah, he can get very animated when he wants to.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
By a pig.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea.
I think he took off for Seattle. I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
So there's a choice moment here.
When the
Not
hell's
with a
the
huge
food gonna
impact on
arrive
the game.
already?
But.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
I don't know. He's my
I
favorite
got drink
character
that you
thus
got
far.
Morgan's
You're
address.
getting nothing more from. Let's get over to his apartment.
All right, guess I chose to cuff him.
Okay. I mean, technically he's an accessory. Like, wait, is he?
You got Morgan's address? Let's
I
get
don't
over
know.
to his
Oh yeah, I
apartment.
mean, he bought the pig.
That's
I guess
not
we
a
haven't placed him at
crime.
the scene.
You know the way. You can drive.
We haven't placed him at the scene yet.
I mean, I'm
Do
not
we know
actually
where
sure
we're
that
going?
anything he did is a crime except maybe animal cruelty. Like, I'm not sure a crime has been committed.
This is
11K,
what
go ahead.
happens See, I'm not even driving then. He's driving. This is what happens if there's dialogue that needs to play out while your partner's driving.
Got it. Oh, you get the cinematic cameras?
Yeah.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Swine blood. And my partner is a terrible driver.
Yeah, look at him following traffic laws and not ramming people or going on the sidewalk.
No, he hit a car.
Well, that was during cutscene.
On that left turn.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Let's check
We're nearing the end of our search, I have a feeling.
I suspect so. I say it's going to come down to a fist fight.
Apartment 2.
What do you think of the pacing of this case? It's been going for about a half an hour now.
It's not bad.
It's definitely a slow-paced game compared to a lot of other games, especially, you know, modern games. So.
No, it definitely gave you... I don't know. I don't know if I'm just too familiar with the tropes, but I
Help
mean...
you, gentlemen? LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
And run.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off.
Really?
Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no
I like the
point running,
chase
Adrian.
Why is he running? He hasn't committed a crime.
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Oh, you can slide down. Okay.
Stop right there, It's over, Adrian.
Nice. Way to go, partner.
Why not just come clean with her, Black?
So what did
Why
you have
the
to do in
melodrama?
that
I
chase
thought it would be
sequence?
easier. No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian
Little
Black,
cardio.
you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild
Fraud?
goose chase like this. You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Possibly an exaggeration.
Like,
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Thanks, boss. And that'll do it for this episode.
okay. Yeah, it was a good starter mystery. I hope that they get more complicated than that, but I am happy that it was clued well enough that it was solvable from the evidence.
But not immediately obvious.
Mhm. I mean, it was immediately suspicious how much blood there was, but for a while I wasn't sure whether that was just the game being, over dramatic, like blood spatter everywhere, or supposed to be an actual clue. And I'm pleased that it turned out to actually be a deliberate clue.
Well, coming up next, the console's car, so stay with us.
All right.